although I should probably start saying that backwards because most of you know me as the Middleman CEO before you even know my name. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who's new to the channel. Continue to help me to grow the channel. All I ask back in return, I'll continue to give great videos, great content, hopefully some life-changing information. The only thing I ask in return is that you guys smash the thumbs up. If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification bell, so every time I drop a new fire video, you'll be the first ones to know. And that's all I ask in return, so I appreciate it. And I do ask for your undivided attention, so I'll let that stand, okay? But let somebody else know about the channel. Watch as many videos as you would like, and hopefully this wakes you up and changes your mindset. I don't consider this to be a motivational channel, but in a way it kind of does motivate you. I'm not a guy who's big on motivation because I'll say that, sure, you can get motivated, that'll get you started, but commitment is going to get you across the finish line. So you might watch a fitness video of, what's that guy name? I don't even know if he's around. Was it Shon-Jhon or something? He was doing like hip hop abs, which made him rich, which was probably, which was a genius move on his part, the production part company, but the dude turned dancing into, I'm waiting on a twerk, a BB, what's it called, a BBL twerk video. But that worked for them, made them very, very rich, very successful. And so I have no problems with that. I think it was called like hip hop abs or something like that. And again, it worked for them, which is fine. But my thing is, I want to just give you some value so that you can use these things to change your life and hopefully turn your finances around. And if you have a question or comment while this video is live, go ahead and drop it. For those of you who are sick of working 9 to 5, tired of trading your time for money, who realize that your job will never make you rich, never make you wealthy, and never make you free, and you realize you need to do something so that you can make money and hopefully be able to fire or quit your job very soon, then put middleman in the comments, middleman, under any of my videos. Get a free invite to the free live workshop. I'm going to teach you how to start your own middleman business using only your phone, getting paid from your house, from your couch, from the beach, from anywhere. All you need is your phone. That's all I've been doing since 2020. And you're simply going to book customers, take deposits, dispatch the work to someone else. So you get paid for finding customers and book them. And then you send the work to other companies, let them do the work. You don't do the work. You just find the customer and get paid. That's it. 77 grand in 2020 when I first started. On pace to do 350,000 this year. Again, I always tell you, life's about time more than it's about money. And you need to understand that you don't have to be rich or be a millionaire to be free. You just have to make money without having to go to work or sell your time, okay? So smash thumbs up if that makes sense. Put middleman under any of my videos and get the free invite, and you guys will be there. And so, but today we're gonna talk about some things that's super important. We're gonna talk about, oh, they changed my appointment time. All right, so we're gonna talk about, how to change your life, how to, get a financial reset, go from paycheck to paycheck to straight up financial freedom. Can you do it in 30 days? Yes. Can you do it in 60 days? Yes. Can you do it in 90 days? Absolutely. You can do it in a year. You can do it in 2 years. You can do it in 5 years. As long as you're working towards that goal, that's all that matters. Right? So let's talk about it. So in order to get you from paycheck to paycheck, you have to understand, number one, that trading time for money and getting this thing called a paycheck is the absolute worst way that you can make money. Why is it the worst? I'm not telling you it's a bad thing. I'm telling you it's the worst way to make money. And the number one reason is because you pay taxes. Well, that's the number two reason. The number one reason is, I was watching some people run across the street for, I don't know, bad idea. Dallas people cannot drive that well. But they made me lose my train of thought. I thought they were going to get hit. So put middleman in the comments if you want to get a live invite. You want to get a free invite to my live training on Thursday night, 7 Eastern, 7 o'clock p.m. Texas time. I'll teach you how to use your phone to make money. That's all I've been doing since 2020. I'll show you how to do it. It's very easy. That way you can quit your job. So in order to get financial freedom, the reason I tell you that a paycheck is the worst way that you can make money is for this reason primarily, and then others, but primarily is because you're trading the most valuable thing that you own in this world, which is your time. Life is made up of time. If you sell all your time, where's your life? Where's your living? Chances are your job's never going to pay you enough to be financially free. Chances are your job's never going to retire you. Chances are you won't have that job a year from now. Those are just the chances, because the economy is dictating whether the company needs you or not. There were people that woke up yesterday believing that they had a job at Tesla, and then they found out 10%, which is about 15,000 people, found out their badges didn't work, and they were humiliated and sent back home. Now, these people believed that their job was safe and secure. Most of them, I'm sure. What they should have been doing is working on their side business, making money when they weren't at work, so that when they lose their jobs, that they would be able, I told you, they would be able to make money. But I told you that these companies don't care about you the way you think they do. These companies are going to do what's best for them. They're gonna play by their own rules. Sure, they love little Johnny and Susie as long as you work there. But if you're costing them money, out the door you go. They're gonna fire you. They're gonna fire CEOs. They're gonna fire presidents. They don't care. These companies are gonna do what's best for them to survive. You want to talk about cutthroat? Look at corporations. Corporations will lay off 10,000 people like this to cut that expense line, to cut that labor cost. So again, the question is, what are you doing to protect yourself? Because chances are you are going to lose your job. These companies are not going to keep you long enough to retire you. They don't want to retire you. The government doesn't even want to retire you. They are trying to raise the retirement age to 75. Why? Because life expectancy is 72. They literally are telling you that they rather you die. They take care of you. Flood your money into the stock market and you take care of yourself. Sorry for the disruption, guys. Sometimes in Dallas there's some bad areas. There's an accident. I just passed here not long ago. Now there's a bad accident. I pray everybody's okay. Ouch. She looks okay. She got smashed in the side. Looked like that Mustang might have ran the light. That's not good news. But the good news is everybody is standing. They do look a little shaken, but everybody looks good. That's the good news. They don't look like anybody needs an ambulance. 2 totals, though. I can promise you that. So glad everybody's okay. Hate to see that happen. Somebody ran a light. Let's see. But again, guys, just going back, listen, you can be financially free in 90 days. Just depends on what you do. So say, for instance, you take my advice, this crazy man on YouTube, random guy, you take his advice and you do what I tell you to do. You get money out of your savings account because it's dead there anyway. It doesn't help you. You take the money, you start self-educating yourself financially. You start a business or a side hustle when you're not at work. You might bake cookies, you might start a lawn care service. I don't really care what you do. The important thing is that you learn to use your money to make more money. That's what the rich and the wealthy do. It's only the poor and the middle class who focus on saving money. It's only the poor and the middle class who talk about rainy day accounts, emergency accounts. That's it. It's only the poor and middle class who talk about trying to qualify to buy a house. What are the interest payments? How much am I going to have to pay? It's only the poor and middle class who do that. It's only the poor and middle class who talk about, I got a safe, secure job. Those people at Tesla thought the same thing. It's only the poor and middle class who talk about, I need to go to college and save up for my kids to go to college. You don't hear the rich and the wealthy talking about these things. They're not talking about buying houses. They're talking about owning houses. They're not talking about dumping money into a stock market. They're talking about creating a business that goes public and sell you the stocks. They're not talking about rainy day accounts and savings accounts. They're talking about opportunity accounts. Hey, this is what the conversation sound like. Yeah, man. So I've saved up $10,000, for a rainy day and emergency. So we're comfortable. Okay, gotcha. That's the poor and middle class mindset. That's their language. I know, I've done it. And then the rich and wealthy mindset, by the way, I'm not talking, when I say rich and wealthy and poor and middle class, by now you guys should know, I'm talking about mindsets. So I'm talking about the poor and middle class mindset, their thinking process. And I'm talking about the rich and the wealthy's mindset, how they think. Only difference is how you guys think. That's it. The money's the easy part. The hard part is getting you to change the way you think. So when I show up and say, hey, you can be financially free in 90 days, here's what I need you to do. The first thing I need you to do is change the way you think about finances. Well, what do you mean? All right, so where do you make your money right now? I make it on my job. Okay, got you. What if I told you that your job is costing you money? Well, Sean, that doesn't make sense. I go to work, they give me a paycheck. Okay, gotcha. What if I told you that you pay them more to go to work than they pay you for going to work? What? Yeah, you pay them more to go to their job than they pay you for coming to the job. Well, that makes no sense. I know, but hear me out. What's the most valuable commodity that you own in this world? Outside of your soul, of course. And the reason I say this world is because your soul translates to the next world, right? So what's the most valuable commodity you own in this world? Your time. Life is about time. You run out of life when you run out of time, right? So now that we know time is the most valuable thing you own in this world, and it's more valuable than any amount of money, let me prove it. I always give this simple example. It's very easy, but it proves my point. If someone wrote you a check right now for $10 million, solves all your financial problems, you could go to the bank and cash it right now. They'll give you $10 million cash. But the only catch is you cannot wake up tomorrow. You're out of time. So that $10 million in exchange for the rest of your time. You cash it, you're out of time, you don't see tomorrow. You go to sleep tonight, you'll never wake up again. Now, how many people are going to cash that $10 million check? Nobody. What if it was 100 million? Still won't. What if it was 100 billion? You still won't cash it because the money does no good if you have no time. I always say, Steve Jobs died a billionaire. It was recorded that, and I always think it's important what people say in their last words. It was recorded that some of the last words that Steve Jobs spoke, a billionaire, spoke, is when he looked out in the room as he was getting ready to pass away, saw his family and said, wow. Just 3 letters, wow. Right? Just enjoying his family on his last moments, last breath. Right? And if somebody would have walked in, let's say a doctor would have walked in and said, Steve, listen, if you give up all of the billions of dollars that are in your account right now, you can get another day on this earth with your family. One day. It's going to cost you $10 billion, but you get that one day. Do you think Steve Jobs would have paid the $10 billion? I have no doubt, because you would do it. I would do it, because the money's no good once we leave this world. It's only good here, right? And so you'll give up any amount of money for life. You'll give up any amount of money to get life. He would have done it for an hour. I would too. You would too. So my point is, now that we understand money's more valuable than time, time's way more valuable than money, right? Now that we understand that, that's why I keep telling you that if you keep trading time for money, you're paying them more because your time is worth more money than they pay you, right? So you can get wealthy, you can get rich, sure. You can do this by getting your time back. You don't have to be rich to be free. You don't have to be wealthy to be free. You just have to make money without selling your time. The sad part is most of you only know how to sell your time to get paid. You only know how to make money on this thing called a job. So off you go, 9 to 5, zipping through traffic, risking your life and everyone else's, because you don't know how to make money on your phone, from home, from the beach, from anywhere. Once I discovered that I can make money from my phone, by the way, I'm doing a live training Thursday night, 7 o'clock Texas time. Put middleman in the comments to learn how to make money from your phone. But once I learned how to do that, it changed my life. Once I learned how to make money, passing by my son's daycare, I'm looking to see if he's out there. He's always getting in trouble. I think I let him watch too much WWE wrestling. Now he's wrestling his friends. And so we got to stop that. He's just 3. But once you learn how to make money from your phone, I promise you it's going to change your life. So don't put yourself in a position where the only way you know how to make money is from work. If you want to get financially free, you could do it in 90 days. Doesn't mean you're rich, doesn't mean you're wealthy, but it does mean you're free. How do you do that? First thing you got to do is change the way you think about money. Second thing you got to do, change the way you think about earning money. Third thing you got to do, use the money that you have to invest in yourself and create a side business, right? Whatever you do, doesn't matter. I do middleman from my phone. That's just what I do. If you want to learn how to do that, put middleman in the comments under any of my videos and come on to the class, live free class. But you've got to find a way to make money when you're not at work. That's how you become financially free. Now, do you have to be rich or make $10,000 a month in the next 90 days? No. Again, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the secret to becoming financially free is just how you think about money. That's it. It's all about how you think about money. You want to become financially free? Change your mindset right now and say, you know what? This guy's right. This handsome fellow on YouTube, random guy. He's right. The only reason I'm struggling financially is because I believe that the only way I can make money is by selling time and getting a paycheck from a job. That's the only way I know how to make money. But now listening to this guy, random handsome guy on YouTube, now I'm learning that I don't have to only make money with the job. I can actually create money by changing the way I think. So I think now that the only way I make money is on a job. Well, this guy just showed me to think that another way I can make money is by creating a business from my phone. Now that I understand that, I'm going to start looking for ways that I can make money on my phone. And within the next 90 days, I could have something that I've started or launched from my phone where I'm making money. Is he making me $1 million a year? No. Is it making me a millionaire? No. You might only be making $2,000 a month, but it is going to make you free because that's $2,000 that you don't have to trade your time to earn. You do it from your phone. Okay, now you start making another 2. Now you got 4, you make another 2. Now you got 6. Still not rich, still not a millionaire. But if your bills are less than $6,000 a year, you're free. Hope this makes sense. Smash thumbs up, guys, if this is making sense. It's the only way I know that this is helping you. So this video is designed to bless you, designed to change the way you think. I keep telling you, you are what you think. Thoughts are things. You don't have the finances you want to have because you don't think that you can do it any other way besides having a job. That's why buying a house with a paycheck is a terrible idea, because it obligates you to have a paycheck for 30 years to cover the mortgage. That's why stacking money in a savings account is a terrible idea. The banks don't pay interest. The banks use your money to get rich. The banks tell you to save money. They don't save money. The banks make money and don't pay you anything, 0% interest. You could be using the money to make money. Instead, you sit on the money and look at the money. Money is useful when it's used. It's useless when it's not used. Money is made to be viewed. Made to be used, not made to be viewed. What do? The poor mindset, we just put in the bank and look at it. Hey, I got 10 grand in the bank. That's cute. What's it doing for you? Nothing. I'm just saving it for a rainy day. You expecting rain? Well, I'm saving it for an emergency. Are you expecting an emergency? Well, no, but anything could happen. Anything can happen. But what if I tell you this? Instead of parking that 10 grand in the bank, and most people don't have that, instead of parking that in the bank, why don't you take that 10 grand out and flip it? How do I do that? I don't know. You figure it out. That's the part you have to figure out. You actually got to do a little work. It's just thinking. Figure it out. Get creative. Do something. Start a middleman business like me. Whatever you got to do. Use the money to make money, and then you don't have to always go to work. I got to go, guys. Be blessed. I got a busy day today hanging out with my family. When I was poor, people were patting me on the back. Nobody was telling me how to win and how to change my life. Now, I'm on here telling you that if you're in a position you don't want to be in, you got to change. Give your family the life they deserve. Give yourself the life you deserve. But it's probably not going to come from that job. Right? So start a business, start a middleman business. Let me teach you what I know. That might be something you want to learn. Put middleman in the comments, join the masterclass Thursday night, 7 p.m. I'm going to teach you how to build a business from your phone. That's for the 10%. The 90%, you're going to get left behind. I keep telling you, the recession is voluntary. You got to volunteer for it. You actually got to qualify for it. How do you do that? By doing nothing. Staying where you are. You'll qualify. How do you change your life? You got to do something. You got to take some steps. You got to push some buttons. You got to put middleman in the comments. It's up to you. I told you, I'm only here for the 10%. I know most people won't follow this. I know most people are going to fight me and push back and go back to their 9 to 5 and be miserable. To me, that's no way to live. Good luck. See you guys in the next video.